Hello, welcome to another Wizard Wants a YGL video. In this video, I'm going to be showing off how this one card can help you put up a negate as well as unbrick a lot of your hands. Ever since Superheavy Samurai Scarecrow got banned on the latest Forbidden Unlimited list back in June, it's been pretty hard to play Superheavy Samurai as a pure deck. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to utilize some of the new Superheavy Samurai cards in order to play an engine that will give decks an option to put up an additional negate, as well as be able to pendulum summon anything between level 2 and level 7, which can help unbrick some hands with cards you wouldn't be able to summon otherwise. The engine's pretty small, it's only 6 cards. The Superheavy Samurai stuff is all from Cyberstorm Axis. You only need one older card from Star Trek Blast to make it work. So we're playing 3 Superheavy Samurai Prodigy Wakaushi and 1 Big Banky, so that's our main Pendulum engine. We have the Soul Guide Booster, which is a level 4, that's a free special summon. And then the last card we're playing is the Karakuri Barrel. So this is the older card we're playing. You summon it off Burrito. And this is a more budget version as well as a non-graveyard reliant version of putting up Baronne de Fluer instead of using Excel Stardust with the Superheavy Samurai Motorbike. So let's get into what the combo entails. So this combo is a true one-card combo. We don't need anything to discard. The only requirement is that we make sure we don't have any spells or traps in our graveyard. So what you do is you put Wakaushi in scale, you activate Wakaushi effect, you put Big Banky in scale from deck, special summon the Wakaushi. Then, Big Banky effects, you control a Super Heavy Samurai, so you can add a Super Heavy Samurai Soul card. So you add the Soul Guide Booster. Soul Guide Booster in effect, you equip it from hand to the Wakaushi, then you Soul Guide Booster effect in the spell trap zone in order to special summon it. You're going to Synchro 8, which is going to put out your Karakuri Burrito. You're going to go Chainlink 1 Burrito, Chainlink 2 Wakaushi. So Wakaushi will place itself back in scale, and the Burrito will summon out our level 2 tuner, Karakuri Barrel. So with these, it's pretty simple. You just Synchro 10, Baronne de Fluer. Now, you still have 4 cards in hand if you open this in your opening turn. You have a 1 to 8 Pendulum scale, being able to pen summon, as well as you have a negate and a pop that you've put up on the board. So when I talk about using this as an engine, what kind of decks can we play it with? Before we get into that, if you're liking the video so far, be sure to like and subscribe for more combo videos. What I've seen is there was a first place list at a Houston Regional at the beginning of the month, right after the Banlist came out, that just captured my attention. I was dreaming about it for weeks while I was on vacation, played it when I got back to locals, went 4-0, it was fantastic. And what that deck is Kashtira. So let's say you open your hand, you have Wakaushi, and you have Pressure Plant and Ray Soth, and 3 other cards that don't matter. So you go through the whole combo, you end on this board, then it's only when you activate the effects do you need to have no spells and traps in your grave. Once you've gone through your combo, it doesn't really matter if you have spells and traps in your grave. So you can activate Ray Soth to get Kashtira Unicorn. So you essentially have 6 copies of Unicorn through this. The Terraforming, the 3 Ray Soth, and the 2 Unicorn, because it's semi-limited. Then, it's where it solves the problem with Kashtira of if you have a full field, or you have a monster on field, how do you special summon these things? You pen summon. They're level 7, you got scale 1 to 8. So we pen summon the Unicorn. Unicorn effect, adding Theosis. Activate Theosis, target the Unicorn. Summon out our Kashtira Fenrir. Fenrir effect, add Kashtira Riseheart. And then we can overlay into Kashtira Shangri-Ira. Now, the list that was used in this regional, I'll link it in the description, played 3 Shangri-Ira and 1 Riseheart. And I'll show you why the 3 Shangri-Ira is important for the full combo you can pull off of this. You're then going to go Riseheart effect to special summon. Riseheart effect, banish from deck for cost your Kashtira Big Bang. Banish top 3 off your opponent's deck. And then new chain, you'll go Big Bang 1, Shangri-Ira 2. You need the Shangri-Ira effect to activate so that you are able to summon a Riseheart. Because we're going to take the Fenrir back off and summon it. Then we overlay into Shangri-Ira number 2. With no Diablosis, we're not going to be able to lock a bunch of zones. The zone lock we're doing right now is solely to meet the conditions of summoning a Riseheart. So then we'll overlay this Shangri-Ira with the 2 materials into to a 3 material or Rise Heart. So essentially what that gives us is we have a Negate, a Rise Heart, and we're going to be able to summon a Fenrir in standby phase. As well, if we do banish a card face down, we'll have an additional pop with Wraithsoth, but if you open Unicorn, you wouldn't have that. Or if you opened a weird way to Unicorn, like Fenrir plus Birth, you wouldn't have that either. So that's the combo with Kashtira. So where the additional synergy for this combo comes from with Kashtira is the fact that it plays well under Dimension Shifter. Because as we all know, Dimension Shifter is a very annoying card to deal with in the current meta, and Kashtira is very good at main decking it. So let's say we activate Shifter in standby phase, go to main phase, we go to Wakaushi effect, we place the Big Benki, special summon it, Big Benki effect, we search the Soul Guy booster, equip it to the Wakaushi, special summon. Now where the combo differs now is if I were to synchro summon with these two, they're both going to be banished instead of the Wakaushi going to the extra deck face up. So going for the Karakuri Brado is not a great idea because then we won't have scale set up, we won't be able to Pendulum summon the Unicorn, and our combo is going to stop there. What we want to do instead, we'll synchro. Into Psyframe Lord Omega. What Omega is going to let us do, it's going to banish itself, banish a random card in our opponent's hand till the end of their turn, and what do you know? We've removed a card from their hand, and we have an empty field, so we can go Kashtira Unicorn effect, add the Theosis, special to Fenrir, add the Rise Heart, go through the same combos last time with the Shengir Era, special Rise Heart effect, banish Big Bang effect, summon that back out, go into the Shengir Era, and go into the Rise Heart. So weaker board, but your opponent is also under Shifter the whole time, so it's going to limit the hand traps they can use, like Droll Mockbird they won't be able to use, as well as we have a Rise Heart. Shengir Era is going to summon a Fenrir from deck, and you still will have 2 cards in hand in this situation, so you have plenty to deal with your opponent. So that's all for the Super Heavy Samurai combos, at least with how they synergize with Kashtira. I know folks have talked about playing it in Sword Soul, in Dragon Link, so there are plenty of ways to explore using these Super Heavy Samurai cards in order to build a stronger board and win more games. That's all I have for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.